Hello, my Aries and Aries rising friends, Sondra from For Your Chi. This is your March of 2025 reading. Welcome to your March. It is almost your season. Aries season is right around the corner. Hopefully spring is too. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that one. Interestingly enough, as I was about to start shuffling your cards, the Empress card fell out of this deck here, and I guess my elbow touched it or something. It fell on the floor, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that Empress card is going to come out in the Aries reading, and sure enough, it came out in your 7th house. We're going to get to that in the extended reading. So you did pull the Empress card twice. There's going to be a major message for some of you. All right, this is the first 6 houses out of a 12-house spread here on YouTube. This is my Wheel of Life spread. There is no Celtic cross here, ever, ever, ever. I'm a very different tarot reader. If this is your first time watching and listening, welcome to it. We go through each of the 6 houses here on YouTube, and then the remainder's on the extended. It's on Patreon. However, you do not have to have a membership. You can simply buy the video if you're interested. However, if you are interested and you want to try out my Tier 3 Miracle group, it's coming along very nicely. I have 6 episodes recorded, and I am sharing with you all of the goody, fun secrets that you can do, that you can try to alleviate your your issues, create your own miracles, and it not only in your life, but in the life of your family, your friends, your loved ones as well. And I'm going to be adding to that every week for as long as I possibly can. Okay. So and if you get Tier 3, you also get Tier 2 and Tier 1. Tier 2 is all the extended readings, and Tier 1 is all of my yearly predictions for the 12 zodiac signs. First house, first 72 hours of March, material and spiritual prosperity. Very good. Very good. The Aries is being given blessings, and you're really feeling it in the first couple of days of March. And on top of that, you have the Aurora out of the messages from the Angel deck, which talks about you're flying high, do not descend. Others will meet you where you are as a result of watching your significant progress. Congratulations on that. I do want to mention one thing in the astrology before I move on to the second house. I kind of gave the Aries this message the last month, but I want you all to be prepared, continue to be prepared for Saturn that's about to enter in your sign in May. Saturn is the planet that makes you have your shit together, Aries, and it's going to affect each one of you differently according to your chart. But bottom line is, the more Aries that you have in your chart, the more Saturn is going to affect you. What does that mean, Sondra? Here's what it means. For anything, if you are procrastinating, let me say it like this, in any area of your life, Saturn will force you to reckon with it, to deal with it once and for all. Now, usually it's bigger stuff. Usually we're not talking about the clutter that you have in your bedroom closet, but, if it's a big deal, maybe it is the clutter in your bedroom closet. This is more like skeletons in the closet that you have to deal with. If you are cheating on a partner, you most likely will be exposed during this time. Saturn has a 2.5-year transit, so it'll be in your sign for 2.5 years from this coming May, with the exception of the 3 months that it retrogrades back into Pisces, which you can look those dates up if you want. I would not advise any cheating on your partner if that's the case. I also would advise that you clean up your health if it needs to be cleaned up. What does that mean? Well, if, you know, diet and exercise are going to be a big deal here if you've fallen off the wagon for quite some time with it. You may want to slowly start getting yourself back into your good habit routines. I would not abuse the body. I would not drink and drive. That's not advised anyway, right? I would not text and drive. I would not be distracted and drive. Saturn is going to force you to come 100% in your body, be grounded, pay attention. Do you have accident insurance? I'm talking about the comprehensive accident kind, where if you break a finger or you sprain an ankle or you know, whatever the case may be, it pays out something. That could be like AFLAC, but there are other comprehensive things like this. Some people get bad diagnoses. Make sure you're on top of your health. Make sure you're getting all of your scans that prevent major things from happening here. What else? Make sure that you are going to a doctor. Make sure it's one that you like, that actually does something for you. Some of you may want to get, who've been to the doctor, you know, if it's not being resolved, then you will need to seek help elsewhere, whether that's a second opinion, third opinion specialist, functional medicine. Keep going until you get the answer that fixes it. That could be alternative medicine. This is the world that we live in now. I hope that that's going to change soon with Pluto and Aquarius. I really do. For some of you, this may mean that you are having that hard conversation with a partner that you know that you need to leave, or the job that you know that you need to leave, and you need to put your hat or your resume in for a new job. For others of you, you know, this may be filing your taxes if you've been putting it off for years. There are actually people out there that do that. I don't know how they do it or why. But for me, I just like to get it over with so I don't have to think about it, because that would keep me up at night. Okay. Enough of my 8-minute rant. This is a good card. Your second house, your money and your stuff. This is a celebration. Celebration is called for with regard, this could be a purchase, something that you've been waiting to buy. This could be good news, a bonus, a contract being signed, something that beefs up your money. You pulled a really good kid card in your second house here. Your children on earth and heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. Now, I never give this message. Well, this is a very good message to talk about for the kids that are on here on this earth, your kids. What I'm getting for someone out there is they have lost a child, and their grief as a result of this has been preventing them from receiving abundance. And now there is some sort of healing that comes forward and takes place here. So good for you. My heart goes out to you if this is you that I'm speaking to. If you're this person. You could even have, this child could have come to you or could be coming to you in the month of March in a dream and telling you some message from the other side that is very profound and heartwarming, to the extent that when you wake up from this dream and you recall it, you have a complete different feeling and you think about it a different way that's more along the lines of healing than it is grieving, okay? And I'm talking about losing a child under any circumstances. That can be in utero under any circumstances. That can be a child who has passed, a long time after they were born. Okay. That is amazing. Congratulations on the healing. Your third house, your brother or sister, they are struggling more than usual. However, they do have this Shanti card here, Angel, that talks about peace is here for them now and an easier road forward after the month of March. So perhaps if you speak to your brother or sister regarding this sort of harsh situation, they might say something to you to the effect of, when is this going to be over? That so many things have been difficult for so long, and you can say, actually, I've just received a message from a reader indicating that you're about to turn a corner. Okay. Your fourth house, your house of home, where you currently live. If this is not talking about where you live, this could be talking about your father or your father figure. Unfortunately, this is the Devil card. Devil card depicts an addiction in your home. This does not necessarily mean that you have the addiction, although I cannot rule it out in your fourth house. Sometimes it means that you live with someone who's an addict. That very well could be a substance, and I would say 75% of the time it is. But other times it's addiction to, it's a digital addiction. This could be a porn addiction. This could be video game addiction, a gaming addiction. This could be screen time addiction. Your father could also be experiencing an addiction. And then the other, I would say 25%, percentage-wise of the time, you've got someone who's acting a fool that you live with. This could also be a visitor in the fourth house with the Devil card too. There could also be a Capricorn involved, unfortunately, with all of these, everything I'm talking about. Okay, now the advice card is interesting because it talks about yoga. Now, you're obviously only going to do yoga if you're into it, but if you're not into it, and you've been thinking about doing it, and if you're able to do it, I would highly advise yoga. What I find fascinating about the yoga card here is that sometimes with the Devil card, it can depict, and like I was going to say, the other 15 to 25% of the time, when someone is acting a fool, it's because some other force has taken hold of at least part of their energy. Do you follow what I'm saying? They have picked up some sort of cootie energy, as I like to call it. It's not theirs. It's not organic. In other words, they weren't born with it. And yet they have the problem. They're not acting like themselves. They're acting strange. They're acting off. They talk back a lot. They may say nasty things to you, and you're like, what is this person's problem? Well, it's this. This is the problem. So one of the factors, one of the modalities to get rid of this energy is clearing out the chakras, because this thing could have a hold on one or more of their energy points. In fact, those are usually the transition points, the portals, where that crap comes and goes. And normally it's the base chakra that it comes and goes. And yes, it has to do with sexual activity. Absolutely. a lot of times that's how it gets there in the first place. Yoga can benefit you, your body, your energy in more than one way, and you feel better afterwards. If you can do yoga, please do it. If you can't do it, at the very least, do a sea salt bath. Try to encourage the people you live with to do a sea salt bath. Make sure it's non-iodine, no iodine in the sea salt. And of course, make sure that they are medically able to do that. This is not medical advice. It is common sense. Your fifth house, your social circle, your fun, your friends. You may have someone around you in your social circle that's having a hard time financially. This could also be dating for those of you single Aries people. You may meet someone who's having, they've fallen down on their luck. Perhaps they've lost their job, they're on unemployment, something like this. Interestingly enough, they're saying, go ahead. So go out with this person, if this is like a friend, or meet them for coffee, hear them out, listen to what they have to say. This could be one of those situations where they just need an ear to listen to their story, or they might need a shoulder to cry on. You're it this month, Aries. And you're like, I'm always it, Sondra. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You're it. Your sixth house. Your work, your health, the heart chakra. Your heart is opening to receive more love here. You do have a victory here. Now, the only warning that I will give, and this is not for everyone, but this could be a small amount. If you are having heart, chest pain, cardiac symptoms, seek medical attention immediately. Do not wait. Go get it checked out. Go get it ruled out. There is a victory here for you at the end of this when you do this. There will be a fix for you, whatever that fix will be, okay? Now, if this is not talking about a health problem like that, like what I just spoke about, this is talking about work. Something that you do for work that you love is causing this victory to happen with the Unicorn Omega card. I love it. And if you're like, well, Sondra, nothing has happened at work yet to cause the victory, well, it's coming. It's coming with the heart chakra and the victory card. All right, let's see who's around you in your seventh house of primary relationships before we go to the extended reading. You got 2 sword cards here. So you got a Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini times 2. You also have a side of a Virgo here. Very interesting. If you'd like to follow me in the extended, the link is below. It's on Patreon. Tier 2 will get you all the extended readings, including this one. Or you could go to Tier 3, and I believe I have my free trial turned on for the Tier 3, so you can get a 7-day free trial and view it all if you want. The extended reading is going to contain your 7th house of primary relationships and business partnerships, your 8th house of taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, your 9th house of career and your mother, your 10th house of 9th house of travel and school, 10th house of career and your mother, your 11th house of your child or your best friend, and the 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now in the month of June. Many blessings to you, Aries, and happy birthday. Take care.